Hey everyone, welcome to episode 2 of our Fall Workout Wednesday series in 2021, focused on marathon workouts that we do here at HOKA NAZ Elite, and explaining how you can do them at home wherever you are. So episode 2, we're going to do a workout called, or we call it, the Tempo Long Tempo. I'll explain all that and get into the semantics here in a minute, but basically the workout is 4 miles hard, 10 miles moderate, 4 miles hard. That's the simple way to put it. I got this workout from Ryan Vail. Actually, Ryan is a very good U.S. marathoner. He's run 2:10 for the marathon. He was an awesome runner at Oklahoma State University. And he always shared his logs, which I always appreciate as a coach, online. And so I read this workout years ago, I think when he was working with Coach Dave Smith. He and Coach Smith worked together for a long time. So this was probably a Coach Smith special, but regardless, I learned it from Ryan's blog and started incorporating it soon after I read about it because I liked the idea. And look, you know, that's what we all do as coaches and athletes. You know, we try things, we experiment. I think that's good. Sometimes these things work and the workout goes great and you use it moving forward. Other times, maybe it's blah, not so good, and you just scrap it and move on. So, but this is one we've kept in our arsenal. We've modified it over the years. We've done it in a lot of different ways. Sometimes I've done it a little too hard, and it's kind of caused problems. But I think we're in a place now where we really have this thing down, and so it's perfect workout to share with you guys today. So, tempo, long tempo. What does that mean? Well, again, you can get into the semantics of what tempo means to you, what tempo means to somebody else, but for the purposes of this particular workout, the way we do it, and again, this is after many years of experimentation, is we warm up 2 to 3 miles, we get ready, and it's a continuous 18-mile run. The first 4 we do at what for us is marathon effort, but what I would tell you guys is we're looking for 2 hour and 15-minute race pace. I think I talked about this in the last episode, but if you didn't see it, no worries. The way to come up with your race pace or your pace, excuse me, for a particular workout that we're talking about is to go on one of the many online pace calculators that are out there and try to find the race pace that we're talking about. So for us, when we do something at marathon effort, that's, you know, for our men 2:10, for our women, you know, 2:25-ish, right? So let's just say 2:15, I think, for the sake of this particular video. So you type in a very recent race performance, 10K, half marathon, marathon if you've done one recently, or, as is probably the case, if you haven't raced in a long time due to the pandemic, you do your very best to honestly assess where you are right now currently, and you type into that calculator what you think you could run right now for a half marathon or a marathon. And it'll spit out a bunch of equivalent race times. So what you're doing is you're trying to find 2 hours and 15 minutes. Let's say that's 30K for you. Let's say you could race a 30K in 2 hours and 15 minutes. So great, awesome. So you look at what pace that is per mile, and boom, there's the pace we want for the first section of this workout. Then it's very easy for the moderate section in the middle, the 10 miles in the middle. You just take that 2 hour and 15-minute race pace. In the case of our men, let's say, that's about 5:10 up here at altitude. We just simply add 50 seconds. So the middle 10-mile moderate section, you're trying to do that at 6-minute pace. For us, for you guys, you're taking whatever pace you're meant to do on that first 4, adding 50 seconds. That's your pace for the moderate section. Then on the last hard section, the last tempo section, you're starting at whatever that pace was for that first 4-mile tempo, and you're trying to just slowly cut down. Just squeeze it down over the course of that 4 miles. That way, what happens is by the end of 18 miles of hard running, you're running pretty darn quick. And so I think you get a lot of bang for your buck out of those last 4 miles. Cool down a couple of miles, and you got a 20-mile day on your hands, or 22-mile day, right? 20, depending on how much you warmed up. If you warmed up 2 on one side, 2 on the other, you got 22 miles on the day. Pretty solid work. Here's the nice thing. If that's too much volume for you, okay, if you're watching this and you're, whoa, that's way too much for me. I don't do 100 miles a week. I only run 50 miles a week, 40 miles a week. No problem. Just cut it down, right? So if we're doing 4 tempo, 10 moderate, 4 tempo, cut it down to 3 moderate, 3 tempo, 8 moderate, 3 tempo, or even 2 moderate, 2 tempo, 6 moderate, 2 tempo, right? You can play with it. It doesn't have to be set in stone in terms of the distance. Adjust the volume for yourself and what works for you, and then just follow what I'm saying on the effort level that we want to put forth during the different sections of the workout. I'll just tell you about the workout that we did Saturday and how we executed it. So I'll use Scott Fauble and Rory Linkletter as an example because they had a very good day. So, like I said, their marathon effort here, it's adjusted, but their marathon effort up here at 7,000 feet is roughly 5:10 per mile, give or take, right? So they ran that first 4 miles at roughly 5:10 effort. They ended up averaging about 5:07. There was a couple of downhills in there, so I thought that was perfect. Then they went straight into the 10 miles at moderate pace, which for them was 6-minute pace. However, because we've been doing this for a long time with those two, we were able to sort of modify that moderate section, and we threw in 3 harder miles inside that 10-mile section. I would only recommend that down the road when you've gotten used to this workout. But we threw in number 3 was a 5:01, number 5 was a 4:58, and number 8, which was uphill, was a 5:11. All the other ones were 6 minutes, give or take. Then they went straight into that last 4 miles, and Fauble actually ran 4:59, 4:53, 4:52, 4:59, whereas Rory averaged about what he did on the first 4, a hair faster, but averaged again around 5:07, which was perfect. That was a great workout. Hopefully that example shows you that on a workout of this length, it's not pass or fail. This is going to be a great workout as long as you put in the right effort for all of the different sections. Because again, at the end of a very long day of running, you're going to be running 4 miles pretty darn hard. And that's going to feel a lot more like the last 4 miles of a marathon than the first 4 miles. That's one reason I like this workout a lot. The second reason I would tell you is starting off with a faster bit of running gets the body going, right? You start burning carbohydrates at a fast rate, which means by the end, you're really running low on fuel, which again is similar to why I like it, right? As I just said, it simulates the end of a marathon, not only how you feel, but literally what's happening inside your body. You're running low on carbs. So this is a great workout to practice taking fluids, taking electrolyte drinks during the course of the run, taking a gel, so that you can really practice race day, because this is very similar to race day in terms of what's happening inside your body. So I hope I made that all clear. It's tempo, it's moderate, it's tempo. You can adjust the volume for you, but that first tempo needs to be at 2 hour and 15-minute race pace. You take whatever pace per mile that is, you add 50 seconds to it. That's the moderate section. And then boom, you come back to that 2 hour and 15-minute race pace at the end, but you give yourself a little green light to pick it up. So that's the tempo, long tempo. That's how we do it. Hopefully we explained it to you guys. And I would love for you to try it. If you've got something coming up this fall, give it a shot on one of these weekends and see if you like it. Thanks for joining. See you next week.